Oh, okay. Sorry. My hands were just going up on the road too. I was seeing that. I was like, what is it happening? What's going on? Anyways, I didn't know what I wanted to do today. I had no idea. If notice stream was also a little scheduled late. I had no idea. I kept thinking about it. I was like, what do I want to do? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? Do I want to do? And I couldn't figure it out. I was sitting here for about two hours before stream started, just staring and thinking, what the heck do I want to do? I couldn't figure it out, so I just scrolled through my thumbnails, and the first thumbnail that I saw, I was like, alright, we're doing this one. I had to look up this video, because I forgot I had even seen this video, and apparently I want to do a reaction stream to it. I don't remember this. I'm sure it was a time that I was definitely wholeheartedly awake and not just looking through, scrolling. I really don't know what this is. This is by a different creator than the usual that we've been watching. Did you be tired pre-watch? I'm sorry. Okay, originally I was thinking what I was going to do is I was finally going to play a game. I was like, you know what? Okay, we've been playing Halo, but I was finally going to play a different game. I was thinking about Mass Effect. I was like, maybe I'll finally play it. And then as I was thinking more upon it, I was like, no. I don't know why I was like, no. But I was, okay? And so then I thought, oh, I'll do the reaction stream that I've been wanting to do for, what's it called? My playthrough of Bad End Theater. That's perfect. You know what? That'll be great. I can die a little inside watching old me just making that as family friendly as possible. And then I couldn't find my thumbnail for it. I can't remember what I put it under as a name because I made that thumbnail probably about a year ago and I don't remember. So then I'm scrolling through and decided it was going to be this. So from the brief looking throughs that I did for this, it's SKINWALKER idea. It's back to we're watching from a different person. We're not watching from the last person that we saw the fun stuff with Durlord and all that. This is back to, and it's not, I don't think it's like the Verity one or the one we just saw earlier. I'm genuinely scared or something like that. This is kind of like back to somebody else doing a deep dive, presenting the story after putting it together and all this stuff. God, I see where I get my music from, and I see it, and I know this video is about to get so copyright claimed while I am still fighting the other copyright claim. Why do I do this to myself? It's fine! So, yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's what this is, I believe. So this is by somebody else. I was looking at their channel. They actually had quite a lot of interesting ones. I actually have one right here that is recommended that I'm staring at right now. Looks fascinating. Maybe I'll add that to watch later. But yeah, so we'll take a little peek in this one, see how it's like, and then what's going on. This is only 36 minutes, but I was noticing that my previous ones have only been like an hour long. I've somehow managed to be 3 hours. So I'm sure even though this is a 36-minute video, it's somehow gonna be really long. So without further ado, of course, the video originally is down in the description if you want to go check it out. Of course, also their channel as well if you want to go check out all their other stuff. They have a lot of interesting ones that when I was looking through it, I was like, damn. I'm surprised I didn't make thumbnails for the other ones, but this one, I guess, caught my attention. So, are your headphones full blasted? No, thank you. I was listening to a video right beforehand with my speakers. My headphones have speakers, so I remembered to turn it down. Thank you. No, I tested that. Don't worry. They're not gonna blow up my eardrums. I think they're starting to die, though, because they make a weird sound. I have them in speaker mode. I was like, I'm finally killing them. It's finally becoming a success. I really Wait. Do I? No, this is a Type C. I thought okay, so I found the Alexa, right? And if I want to test that, I can use that as a speaker, right? So it has an aux cord. But the thing is I can't find my aux that's both-sided. It's somewhere. I just can't figure out where it is right now. And I'm still trying to remember how to walk. So bending down is not the most ideal situation for me. But I can't find it. But maybe I might be able to use that as a speaker. I don't know. What does happen if you connect an Alexa to PC? I've never done that before. Will it just make my computer explode, or will it make the Alexa explode? I don't know. That's something I might test for you. Anyways. Maybe we can finish it before I have to leave. You probably not. It either works or it doesn't work. Or explodes. Explosions are an option. Who am I? What the hell is that director? Yes, director that is known for explosions. There used to be a meme about it. Anyways, we got Skinwalkers to watch. Let's go ahead and see them, shall we? Alright. Okay. So, I have something in my eye. I have something that's right in front of my eye that is white. Oh no, did my white eyelash come back? Oh shoot, I think it might have. Oh god, I think it did. Oh shoot, I think it is there. Okay, never mind. I was like, what? I thought it was But's hair or Toka's hair, but no, it's not coming off. Wipe down, please. I think it was one of my lower ones. Okay, there you go. I was trying to figure out, I was like, what? Is it my hair? No, it's not my hair. What is that? It's fine, it's fine. Just being attacked by my eyelashes. That's okay. Alright, anyways. I had a headache before this. Right now, I don't have a headache before this. And I'm sure by screaming, my headache will not come back. Right? That's how that works, right? Anyways. Hi, everybody. I don't think I said that earlier. Welcome, welcome. Skinwalker time. Let me make sure I'm muted. Okay.
You're playing Minecraft with your good friend Steve. You've been progressing through the world all day, but you feel as though Steve's behavior is a bit strange. Then all of a sudden, you get a text from that...
Oh my god, for a split second, I thought that was a notification on my PC. I was like, what the heck? I was like, I turned everything off. What's playing in the background? Actually, let me do make sure I have everything off in the background. Yes, okay.
Same friend.
Hey, you wanna get on Minecraft later?
Is this an ad? No. Anytime there's like a sudden pause like that, I'm so used to it being an ad. Also, I like that. Hey, you wanna get on Minecraft later?
If I'm not playing with Steve right now...
She's becoming self-aware, the greatest fear. I like how nobody yet has called me a skinwalker. I mean, nothing.
Then, who are you?
Wait. I'm sorry, what the heck is that?
Steve right now. Then...
Oh, okay, I get. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying. He's saying, imagine you're playing with your friend Steve, and you're having a good time, but then suddenly you get a message from said friend Steve saying, hey, I want to play Minecraft later. But then who have you been playing with all this time? Okay, I get it. That completely went over my head for a second, but it's fine.
And who are you? 5 months ago,
Okay, I just remembered something. I had a brief recall of something, of reason why I picked this video to react to. I saw briefly in the comments, and I'm curious to go check the comments for this one in a second. There's somebody saying that the duo in this video do what is not expected of doing stupid acts in scary movie kind of idea. I think that is, if I'm recalling correctly, and this is the video, that is probably why I clicked this one, is to see what sort of antics the main characters going through this actually do. Anyways.
Uploaded a YouTube video discussing about a Minecraft channel that had weird things going on named Simon12. The story is...
It's funny that says that because that was literally the video I just saw for the watch next thing, and it caught my attention. No, don't spoil it! I don't want to know! Don't spoil your own stuff, buddy! I want to see it potentially later!
About a kid who documents his journey on trying to beat
I'm not
the game
listening,
with
I'm
his
not
friend
listening,
Angelo.
not listening,
Unbeknownst to Simon,
no,
he was never
no,
with his friend
no,
Angelo, but
not
instead someone
listening,
who
not
pretended to be him.
happening,
This someone
no,
is Herobrine's brother.
no,
If you haven't already
no,
watched the first
not
video to fully
listening.
understand
I am
everything,
literally
this
just
is part 2
la,
of Simon 12.
la 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 la. Just ignoring it all. Okay, are we good?
The video begins with Simon spawning on a pillar in the middle of the void, although
No,
there are random
la,
blocks, which I'll
la,
get to
wait, is this-
later.
Is this the others? Why are you spoiling what you just... your other video? Why? Why are you doing this? We're part 2? No! This should be... this is a different... is this a sequel? Hold on. Let me do a little investigation a little bit more. I swear this is different people. Oh my god, no, you're right. This is a sequel. It's part 2? No! Okay, hey guys, guess what? Maybe this is gonna be a 3-hour stream. Okay, guess we're watching the other one real quick. Oh, just gotta go back a little bit. I swear it doesn't say anything about... This is a series called Minecraft ARD where I solve Minecraft mysteries. Or found footage. No, it just says... it doesn't say... Damn it! Okay! We're gonna go back real quick then, just a little bit. I guess this is an hour video in total. Alright, anyways, nobody paid attention to what was the spoiler part, right? Yeah, good, great, cool. This would be like watching Terminator 2 before... no. This is watching this one. Yeah, we're watching this one. God dang. You know what I'm gonna do? If somehow we finish this video, but we don't get to the other video, I'm just gonna use the thumbnail for this video for my next thumbnail, even though it's gonna be the other video that we were meant to watch today. See how many people I confused with this. Great. Oh, they're screaming. Okay, good. I'm glad. Thank goodness I didn't just skip over it. We would just been like, what's happening? Alright, back to it.
Herobrine. Minecraft's biggest mystery for the past
I was scared I had it
14
muted
years.
for a
From
second
becoming
and
the
nobody
figure
would
that
understand what
haunted
the heck I
every
was doing
kid's
because you guys
Minecraft
couldn't
world,
hear it. It's
everyone
fine.
on the internet knows that there is only one Herobrine. But what if the...
You know, I remember the first time that I was actually introduced to Minecraft and everything, and just playing through it, and I had heard about the whole Herobrine thing. I actually thought it was real. I thought it was real in Minecraft. It was the time that I very rarely played Minecraft, because I was just more into playing shooters at the time. So when I had heard about it, I was like, oh, cool, like, they actually have something like that. I didn't know the full details of Herobrine. I just thought it was, like, some creature, like the creepers and stuff like that that would show up randomly in different worlds at different times and stuff like that, and like a boss battle that you would have. It's what I always thought it was, and then later on when I found out what it was like, oh, damn it, that would have been really cool, really creepy.
There was a second Herobrine.
Quality content we have read for.
About a month ago, I came across this
You're
Reddit
welcome.
post. A user
I
by
tried
the
to
name of
story here, Brian. Did you? Damn, I missed the times of not knowing that wasn't true about Hero Brian. It was really cool. I remember, because I remember we would be digging in caves a lot. I would be with my friends and we'd be digging, because my digging of caves has been since the beginning. It has not been anything recent. No, it has been since the beginning. And I really just liked it. I was the miner every time. All my friends knew it. They're like, oh, thank goodness, you're the one who will do all that. I was like, yeah, don't worry. I will never come out for anything else. So the times that they would actually get me to play Minecraft with them, I would just be mining the entire time. And in my head, I kind of heard about Herobrine, and I was like, oh, okay. And I never mentioned it. I always thought it was just a thing that everybody just knew, but it's just something you would summon later, or it comes into the world later and stuff. And we were digging, I was just digging through the mines and stuff. And one of my friends, the little poo that he was, decided to go silent. None of us knew what was happening. There was times we just would leave and we wouldn't even tell each other that we would be gone for a while until we'd be calling each other like, hey. Oh, I think he left. Oh yeah, probably. It would just be like that. So it was just dead silent and we're just used to it. And I was just going around just mining into the caves and stuff like that. And this is also a time, knowing me, that I didn't know you could change skins. I didn't care for cosmetics. That still hasn't changed. But I didn't know you could change skins. So, like, everybody, I was just my default Minecraft skin, and others had their fancy skins. But I didn't know that was done. I just thought you did, like, you earn it through different achievements and stuff like that. And, like, I wasn't the one that would play Minecraft a lot. So I was like, okay. So, sure enough, I was just digging. And suddenly, one of the times that I go digging, I just see the Herobrine skin just sitting in the corner, just staring at me. And I saw it, and I stared at it for a long time. And it was smart because he was crouching, right? So when you crouch, it hides your name tag on top. So I was just staring at it. And then I was like, huh, I think Herobrine is here. And the laughter from my friends of just like, what? It's like, yeah, I think Herobrine's here. I see him in the corner of the cave. They were nonstop just laughing at me. And they were like, you know that's not real, right? And I was like, what? I was like, but it's right here. What do you mean? They're like, yeah, it's not real. I'm like, but it's right in front of me. It's like, what do you mean? Like, it's not real. It's just a rumor. It's not a real thing in Minecraft. And I was like, then who the hell is in front of me? Because now I started getting freaked out of like, okay, what the hell is this thing? What's in front of me? If apparently this isn't real, but I'm literally staring at it right in front of me. What is that? So me and my brilliant mind, I decided to pull out my sword and chase after it. That's when I found out that it was my friend. And I was like, oh, it's you. Did I successfully kill him? I successfully killed him. And continued to hunt him down the entire time. Mining was no longer my priority. But yeah, that's how I found out that Herobrine wasn't real. But yeah, that was cruel. That was evil. That was evil. That was very, very evil. Gasoline. It's just like one of those of like, it's there. What do you mean? I see it with my eyeballs. And he was smart because he didn't say anything. He still kept quiet instead of acting like he was there and just doing his own stuff. So he was very smart and very keeping quiet because I think the minute he would have said something, it probably would have clicked on me faster what was going on. So I'd give him that, but still, that was that was evil. Really, really evil. So seeing this Herobrine stuff, I'm like, I still wish it was real.
Proud Jaguar 696 made a channel to upload videos they recorded back in 2017. They wanted to showcase their journey on figuring out how to beat the game, but when looking into the channel, I found something much different. The video starts off with our protagonist in the mines. We can see the date of the recording, which possibly means they're playing on 1.12.
And that's
As the
important.
player starts heading down the mines, we already notice they keep looking back, as if they think something is following them. Then they start typing.
Hey guys, it's Simon. Welcome back to Beating the Dragon.
We now have a name for our protagonist, Simon. We also notice Simon's background, which seems to be a screenshot of what looks to be Simon and another player called XXAngelo XX322. Remember that name. Simon begins strip mining for a few minutes, but while mining, Simon keeps coming across air pockets, something that doesn't naturally happen in world generation. But as the video continues, it cuts to a new clip where Simon wants to
There's an ad! Ah! That was a quick ad. That was really fast. What the heck? Oh, tickets on sale. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's an anime of some sort. What is it, though? Okay, my attention span is gone. It's taking too long to actually go to something. Sorry. I was trying to see what it was, but nope, it's gone.
cool mining technique he found. But while mining, Simon notices something off.
See, it was oh my god, this is exactly it. This is exactly what they did to me. This is exactly it. I was just minding my own business, not caring about anything in the world. To be fair, I wasn't suspicious of anything happening because I was just mining and could care less. I was happy for anything that I could find.
Simon notices a large dugout area. Inside, we don't see anything except
But I mean, it would have been like sitting in the corner or something, just staring.
this
Mind your
weird
own
object
business.
in the distance. By highlighting the
You picked up on
exposure,
it.
we can make out
Thank
what
you.
seems to
I was wondering, I was like, is anyone gonna notice? No, okay.
be black pillars. For what, we don't know. But we can also see this black outline, which we can't tell nor make out what it could be. But before trying to find answers, we hear blocks breaking. Immediately, the clip cuts to Simon running back to the surface, but when Simon escapes, he's met with a strange occurrence.
Whoa! Okay, that would be creepy.
Simon panics, he heads to his house, and the video
Right, buddy,
ends.
too. That's right.
Fortunately, we're left with a lot of questions, like what are with the air pockets? What are these black pillars? What is this black outline? Who is mining the blocks? What happened to all the leaves? Who is messing with Simon? Wait, what happened to all the leaves? We've actually
I like that. What happened? But wait a second.
seen these tree trunks before. Hero Brian is known
Oh, frick. Okay. Do you know why that scared me? I thought an ad was about to play. I thought I was about to say another one.
for messing with
It's
people's
fine.
worlds,
It's
and one of the
fine.
many ways he does this is by
swear, ads are
removing the leaves
terrifying.
of people's trees. Could this be Hero Brian? We're not too sure.
Actually, now I think about it. I keep pausing this. I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted. My thoughts keep just rolling at 5 million times speed. Anyways, the video that we saw last time, the I'm generally not scared, the stalker one, right? There was no ads that played during that one. The reason I'm saying that is because that's why I wasn't so spooked. That's why the spookiness started to go away. That's what happened. That the key to all of this is to have ads play and they come out of nowhere and it's spooky. Oh my god, it all makes sense now.
I'm getting ahead of myself. We need to move on to the second video, fishing.mp4. Our Our next video
The
takes
name
place
scheme
6
is
days after the
mwah.
last one. We start with Simon writing us an odd message.
I don't want to look under my bed anymore.
If we want to understand what this means, we'll have to revisit it later on. Simon then exits his house and goes to the mine, but doesn't go any further and instead gazes at the staircase leading into the fog, almost as if he's recalling certain memories. He then covers up the hole and heads to his pond. There, he attempts on getting enchantment books from fishing, but moments after, Simon sees a zombie pigman. He kills it confusingly, trying to figure out where it came from, and rightfully so. We can see the broken nether portal, and considering pigmen
It's weird hearing this. I wonder how old the original videos are, because I swear I've heard this before.
don't spawn in the overworld, it'd be impossible for them to spawn unless a player
I don't
had
know.
spawned them. But
This is. Oh, I'm sorry. What's that sudden look of that skin? I did not even notice that it was two different colored skins. I just thought it was somebody with a zombie skin. That's actually pretty cool. Hello, welcome.
on them. But Simon brushes it off and heads back to his house. And at 4 minutes and 53 seconds, we get this.
Oh, ad. Oh God, ads. Oh God. I was all bracing, looking into the background, trying to pay attention, and just human. Okay. Back to what was happening. Back to Minecraft.
Rod appears to be floating. Simon, obviously freaked out, heads to his house, but still he appears to be.
I thought that was normal. Like, when you sometimes you'd fling it and it just get stuck in the air sometimes. Was that not normal? I thought that was normal the few times I remember actually fishing and just randomly will just get stuck in the middle of nothing and be like, why?
The rod appears to be floating. Simon, obviously freaked out, heads to his house, but still keeping the rod attached. And then it slowly starts going down. Simon makes an iron sword and cowardly heads outside, but not before
Cowardly heads outside. Thank you for that little detail.
writing.
I think this might be cause of the statue.
He heads
Oh, okay. He's not reading everything that he says on the
floating.
notepad.
Simon, obviously freaked out, heads to
see
his
what he
house,
says.
but still an iron sword and cowardly heads outside, but not before.
So I don't want to look under my bed. I thought it cooks when you sleep. I can't get diamonds, but I was trying to fish books instead of getting an enchant table. A video said you don't get books a lot, but you can get them after a bit. It's only a bit boring, but I have a fishing friend. I'll be back when I get something good. I got a better rod. Okay.
For writing.
I think this might be cause of the statue.
He heads outside to see
The statue. I'm sorry, the what?
his pond turned into a giant crater. Trying to understand the scenario, Simon gets hit by a
I'm sorry, is our narrator not going to explain what he means by a statue?
zombie, falls, and the video ends. We're left with a lot of questions, so I'll go through everything in order. Starting off with Simon's message. He states he doesn't want to look under his bed anymore. We see right before the video ends, under his bed is cobblestone blocks, but we can see the entire floor is made up of grass. Why go out of your way to place 2 cobblestone blocks under your bed? Because there was never grass blocks under his bed. I'll play a clip from my video a few minutes ago. Tell me what you see. Simon panics, he heads to his house, and the video ends.
Oh, I see. So I was like, I don't know. What am I supposed to see? You gotta tell me. We can see. Oh, damn. Okay. Talk about needing to observe. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool.
To his house, and the video ends. He heads to his house. He heads to his. Who is under Simon's bed? One thing's for sure, we can see white eyes. The eyes of Herobrine. But it doesn't look like Herobrine. But before I go on to that, we now know there was.
Does anyone else actually like the design of Herobrine? It's such a it's just the white eyes, right? But they're supposed to be glowing and piercing, right? I don't know. There's just always something about them that I like. I think it goes back to that. I like the design of uncanny kind of things. They always are creepier to me than I talked about in the previous one that we saw for the soccer and all that. That the first couple of designs were way better than the final form of it turning into like the goat thing. It's still looking supposedly human, and I thought my dog was in here with me. You know what? I won't think about it. I thought my Marky Boy was in here with me, but he's not. Didn't. I'm sure it's fine. Anyways. But it's just like, it's a little simple thing. It's not really terrifying, but there's just something oddly placed about it. There's something that is not quite right. I don't know. I like that. I like that stuff being used in spookiness and not just straight out monstrous looking thing. It just adds to, I think it just adds to the idea that when you see it, the monster loses its creepiness value, right? Because it's the fear of the unknown at first, and then when you start seeing it, to me at least, it's kind of get used to it. But it's those things that they still look very normal, but there's something about them that's not right about it. So no matter how many times you see, it makes you take like a double take to look at it again. And I think that's what adds to the creep factor of it, is that it could be anything. It could be anyone. It could be something like that, right? And there's just, was the first look you had at it actually real, or was it not? I love that stuff. It's great. I think that's a whole different creep factor to it that's amazing. But anyways, continuing on.
Someone spying on Simon, and Simon probably realized this after looking back at the footage, so he covered up his bed to make sure he wouldn't be watched. Okay, but what about the zombie pigman? What happened there? Well, knowing that whoever this was under Simon's bed is probably the same person messing with him, so he also broke Simon's portal and summoned the pigman to freak Simon out, which further proves what happened with the fishing rod situation. You can also see the way the fishing rod moves is the exact same way it would move when attaching to a player. This means...
Was I attaching it to my friends this entire time? Are they using invisible potions on me?
that this thing is invisible and the person we see taunting Simon. We also notice right before the video ends, when Simon is
when he falls or something?
falling, we get a glimpse of a sign.
Oh.
I tried brightening the
I thought it was something that hit him was in the
image using AI quality enhancer, asked many others to make out what the words could be, but unfortunately we couldn't figure out what it says. But one thing's for sure, whatever is written was most likely by the person attacking Simon. Okay, but why?
Okay, but why? But why?
Why do all of this? Why would this thing go out of its way to attack a little kid just trying to play Minecraft? Is it malicious, or is there a deeper meaning? If we want to find the answer, we can't just move on to the next video, because this channel only has 2 videos. But if this is where the story ends, I wouldn't be making this video. When I went back to the Reddit post, I noticed something odd. I found there about me that said playlist ? List equals. This set of words are actually used in a link for playlist. This is not a coincidence. They want to be found but hidden at the same time. And thanks to a friend, they messaged me an important detail and why 512 captions are disabled.
To wake up to stream though. Hello, welcome.
But in phishing.mp4 they're enabled. And when I turn on the caption disable, message me.
Oh my god, that's smart.
An important detail. And why 512 captions are disabled, but in phishing.mp4 they're enabled.
Oh,
and when I
that's
turn
smart.
on the captions, there was nothing except that 6 minutes and 5 seconds.
That is a really smart way to hide stuff. I've never seen that one before. Okay, I mean, it's always been like little hidden dialogues and stuff like that you'll see in the I just smacked the microphone, I'm sorry. But I've never actually seen hiding the embedded link to a video using the captions in that way. Very cool. But not very cool. It's his ad. There you go.
We get a set of words and numbers, and if we combine those terms, we get a link that sends us to an unlisted playlist named Simon. The story of Simon is just getting started.
Damn, it's a lot of stuff hidden in that.
Our first video on the playlist is named Birthday.
Video from the thumbnail. Exactly, 100%. All of that. Yeah.
Compared to the other two videos, this one is very odd. For one, we can see that there's no Bandicam watermark, meaning we aren't seeing Simon's recording and instead someone else's. They place an obsidian block and the video cuts to Simon's POV. Simon.
Damn, it's so clever just seeing like the different ways that different people were creating these things. Used as indicators of who's who, right? Like from the original one, we were able to tell because the hand, right? The skin was different for a while, and that's how you knew that you were watching from a different perspective. But like for this one, it's a simple watermark that is there. I mean, maybe you could tell with the hand too, but there's a watermark that shows on the other videos, hence you know from these perspective it's somebody else. I really like that. I really like the usage of different ways to, not even just to portray the story, but rather give the viewer different clues into whose perspective you're watching, what's kind of going on, and things like that. It's really, really neat. I think that's one of the things I really enjoy watching through these type of ones. Not to say that I didn't like Verity or the other one. I think it was a nice kind of going to how I kind of remember the whole creepypasta, using original games that don't actually have the story, making your own kind of type, but this stuff is also really cool. I really like it.
Is giving an introduction to himself and explaining his process in trying to beat the game, the way he welcomes the viewers and introduces the video.
Hey guys, it's Simon. Welcome to Beating the Dragon. In this challenge, it's normal Minecraft, but with a big twist.
Could imply we're seeing the very first Simon upload. He proceeds to test out glitches that he found online, but as he moves on to the next exploit, he says,
This is one we found on YouTube that will give us free diamonds.
and you'd expect a duplication glitch when he says free diamonds, but instead he starts building something structure-like. As he begins placing the last block, just like the beginning of the video, it cuts.
Ew. Is that what's gonna happen? Is they summon the Herobrine? That is, I kind of like that. I kind of like using the supposed rumors surrounding Herobrine and how to get him in your world and stuff. I kind of actually like that.
To recap at the intro, we can tell from the sound of silverfish and stone bricks that our player is in the stronghold, and we can match the structure we see here is the exact one Simon builds at the end of the video. Right before Simon builds, his message seems a bit odd. This so-called free diamond exploit is something that I've never seen even after researching about it, and I think it has something to do with the fact that in his video, the first glitch he tests out, he says, I found this one on YouTube. And it's a legit dupe glitch people used to do in 1.12. But then the moment Simon tries out a glitch we've never seen before, he says, this is one we found on YouTube. Who is this person, and could they be the same person that we saw building the same structure in the beginning of the video? I believe whoever this person is might have sent Simon a fake exploit video so they could build this structure. If that's the case, what could this structure
What did the video
fake
say?
exploit video so they could build this structure?
How does summon Herobrine know Minecraft no mods 2023?
If that's the case, what could this structure be? One thing that we noticed is that it resembles the structures people used to build to summon Herobrine.
Oh my god. That is hilarious. I like that. I kind of actually like that.
Could this structure relate to the alternate Herobrine we saw in the videos? I think this next video could solve our questions.
Oh, there's some dialogue there. What does it say? So, okay. So, Angelo joined the game. Has made Okay, hi, yo, just got back home. What about you? It's boring. Still have detention. Yeah, it's like one more day. Okay. Found any diamonds yet? No. Bruh. Bruh. Have you? We should race for them. Okay. Come, I have a strip mine here. Ready? Yeah.
Our next video opens with Simon in a cave. As he's strip mining, we can hear the sound of another player breaking blocks. We are then introduced to a player named Angelo, the person we saw in Simon's wallpaper. We can see they both seem to be racing for diamonds, and after complaining about how long it's been, Simon stumbles upon diamonds, but Angelo ends up collecting all of them, and Simon gets upset.
Dude, those were in my line.
I don't need
Oh, for a second, I thought that was part of the video. It's like, oh my god, what is he doing? Oh god, it's an unskippable ad. Oh, and it goes into another ad. Oh, it's the worst kind. This next ad just criticizing how I sleep. Thank you. All right. Back to the real world. Here we go.
Yeah, you gotta get better, lol. I don't make the rules.
He covers up the wall and continues mining. He then finds a mine shaft, though unaware of what it is. And when Angelo informs Simon that it has good stuff, Simon starts booking it and falls into a hole, with Angelo blocking his exit. Simon walks around, gets scared by a cave noise, and the video cuts right as Angelo gets killed by a cave spider. Compared to the other videos, there isn't anything weird going on, but we do meet Angelo. From this video alone, we don't really know too much about Angelo. This conversation they had before the recording, we could tell they're friends and could possibly go to the same school.
Still have detention?
Yeah, it's like one more day.
Okay.
Considering no one else is ever introduced later in the videos, it's safe to assume in the episode Birthday, when I was asking who Simon was referring to in his message, it was probably about Angelo. So does that mean Angelo was responsible for making Simon build that odd structure?
Right.
Yes, but seeing how Angelo treats Simon, Angelo probably did it to mess with Simon, but Angelo has no
I like that. Considering how he treats Simon, just cuts to him beating him with the sword.
idea what's heading his way.
Ooh.
Immediately, this video opens in a familiar spot. That's because this is Simon's house before.
Oh wait, they keep shifting. Episode fishing, and then it changes to the other one. Base stuff for video 2. We haven't seen that.
House before it was fully built. As we watch Simon build his house,
Okay.
everything seems fine. Simon's gathering materials and heading into the mines as
What the heck was that? I'm sorry. What is he holding? Is that a shield? You can hold shields?
and heading into the mines as he's struggling to kill the mobs. But when the
How long
video
has that
cuts, things get weird. Simon is heading into the nether for the first time to collect glowstone for his base. As he heads back to set it next to his bed, Simon writes a message.
I thought glowstone didn't collect like a block. Unless he just built it. Probably. Because it gives the glowstone dust when you break it, right? Hold on, I want to see how he gets it. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, he probably just built it. Okay.
Stone for his base. As he heads back to set it next to his bed, Simon writes a message
Since
and
2016? Really? They had shields since 2016? Oh yeah, I guess this is supposed to be in 2017. Damn, it's been a really long time since I played Minecraft. Oh, these old aching bones.
when he goes into F5, all of a sudden the glowstone is gone. Simon looks around confused and
That's been over 10 years! Since 2016, I just realized we're in 2026! Oh my god!
as he types question marks in the chat, the video cuts.
Wait, what?
Collect glowstone for his base. As he heads back to set it next to his bed, Simon writes a message and when he goes into F.
So, did some off-camera building. Everybody always doesn't show a base building because it's not cool. Guys, I would show you my base building because it will be beautiful. If we ever go and finally do that Minecraft Let's Play, you know, it will be beautiful. And it will be very entertaining. It will be wholeheartedly entertaining.
5, all of a sudden the glowstone is gone. Simon looks around confused, and as he types question marks in the chat, the video cuts.
How rude.
Wait, did Angelo just type in chat?
Oh, yeah. Wait, what did you say? Where am I? Oh.
That doesn't make sense. We can see at the beginning of the video Simon is in single player. How is that possible? In fact, what happened to the glowstone? Simon just went in F5 and it was just gone. We should have heard the sound of glowstone being broken. Well, it's obvious the person responsible is this alternate Herobrine. With Angelo writing,
Where am I?
it's
Alternate
obvious this thing
Herobrine?
is keeping Angelo
I like this image that they use.
captive somewhere. And the reason I know this might surprise you. As of now, we've watched 5 videos on the Simon channel in this order, but if we rearrange them in their chronological order, things start making more sense. The first actual video is where we see Simon building this odd structure. Remember when I mentioned that it resembled Herobrine's structure earlier in the video? I also stated that it resembled a structure people used to build to summon Herobrine. This would
Suddenly, I'm here.
explain why every odd occurrence takes place after Simon had built the structure. Because in this video, he used the structure to summon this alternate Herobrine, which is why it spent all this time haunting Simon. But now it's gotten his friend Angelo, and Simon has to save his friend.
He has to. He has to save him.
Our video starts off
Hi YouTube, can people get into your single player game?
with Simon in distress. As he types in chat,
Hi YouTube, can people get into your single player game?
Simon is aware something's wrong. Angelo's message still in chat tells us that Simon never left the game and has been trying to figure out what happened. Notice how each message Simon types, instead of entering it in chat like he normally does, he instead deletes the message because he knows someone else is in the game with him. He musters up the courage and writes back to who he thinks is Angelo. How are you here, Angelo? Simon gets himself a bow and draws it, getting ready to defend himself while staying on high alert. He enters the Nether and travels to a nearby portal, and when he goes through, we see Simon
I like that. He gets a bow to defend himself. Definitely doesn't have anything else in his hand that he could use to also defend himself, like a certain shield or anything else like that. Or definitely doesn't just turn off the game and deletes the world and makes a new one.
old house, the one we saw in the episode Birthday, meaning we know this all takes place in the same world.
This beautiful house. Simple, straight to the point, except it has glass. But it's fine. That's fine. You need to make sure there's no creeper when you walk outside, but then you're kind of stuck if it's easy through the window. I don't know if that's a thing, but I don't even want to know if that's a thing. But you know what? I approve of this house. I approve of this house compared to the other house. This is way better. He has to save him, not the king. Oh no, I can't remember what his name was. I just remembered Durlord. What was the other guy's name? Oh my god, I forgot his name. What was his name? Funny, I remember the one that was apparently supposed to have forgotten, but I don't remember the name of the other one. Oh my god, what was his name? Derek? No, that was Avery. Thank you. Somebody remembers. Oh, thank goodness.
Simon looks through a chest, but then notices something under his bed, and he breaks
Grox.
it.
Grox! Oh, the best. The one that will take down Verity. I still believe that. I haven't watched the video of the cast for Verity playing the Verity mod. I need to see it. I want to see if Grox is in it. I need to know if Grox is in it.
giant hole was dug all the way to the bottom of the world.
What
And
the heck
it's
did
in
he
the
drop?
same one we saw in the episode Birthday, meaning we know this all takes place in the same world.
Is that a
Simon
hole?
looks through a chest, but then notices something under his bed. When he breaks it, a giant hole
my God.
was dug all the way to the bottom of the
Oh,
world.
cool. You could drop torches down and it does that? That is really neat. Oh my god. I love that. I want to play Minecraft now. Just for that. Honestly, just for this. I would... Do you know how many torches I'm going to be flinging around everywhere?
The bottom of the world. Then Simon snaps. He grabs his flint and steel and frantically burns his house. His reaction seems odd. We've seen him get scared at these occurrences before, but we've
Right.
never seen him destroy his belongings like this. I believe that the holes Simon sees under his bed reminded him of what he saw when he went to look under the bed that was used to spy on him. They both were probably dug out holes, and Simon is now realizing that this wasn't the first time he was being watched. After Simon
So he
burns
burns
his old
everything.
house, he runs back through
I
the
like
portal
Simon's
and
thinking.
heads back to his base. There, he proceeds to draw his bow again, but as he's doing so, a message pops up in chat saying,
God.
"There's something here," and moments after, he then sends another
There was a whole thingy, or was it? Okay, so where am I? Simon says, "How are you here?" Angelo, there's something here, and then he gives question marks. Okay.
Moments after, he then sends another message saying dark, and that's where the video ends.
Oh, so the video ends, and that's when an ad plays. Interesting. I'm curious as to where this is gonna go. Right? I'm very curious. Because what, is this just gonna be like they delete the world in the end or something? It's what I would assume. But it would kind of be cool if it shows, like, even if they delete a world and go to another one, it still keeps going.
There's something here dark. Seems like Angelo is trying to tell Simon where he's at, but Angelo doesn't seem to know himself.
why do you
Also,
have
something
another
I never
door that
mentioned
goes
in the
inside
last
of there
video
and
where I said Simon was
monsters hide?
mining and fighting mobs, we could actually see in the footage the air pockets, something I pointed out in the beginning of the video. It seems that just like Herobrine with his 2x2 tunnels, tree trunks, and redstone torches, there are signs that show Herobrine is in our world.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I forgot that was the other thing, that you would see different animals have as eyes. I forgot about that.
Same way we constantly see air pockets and dug out holes under beds in Simon's world could also be signs this alternate Herobrine uses to show he's in the world. But going back to the message, where could Angelo be? Seems like dark could refer to something, like somewhere far underground, almost
our
like
time to
the
take a leap of
bottom
faith.
of a pit.
Oh, is this after
The video
the one we
opens
saw
with a
last time?
death
The
screen. Right
fishing one?
before Simon respawns, we could see a diamond pickaxe and a stack of salmon dropped from his inventory, which happens to be the same item Simon had in his fishing video. From his death message saying fell from a high place, we can tell this video takes place moments after
So at least you know, if you die in the world, you're fine.
the fishing video ends, with Simon falling into a pit. But
Oh,
when he
it's kinda creepy,
respawns,
though.
his items and XP are gone. It could have just despawned, but what are the chances the moment Simon clicks respawn, his items are just gone? It seems like someone stole them. Nonetheless, Simon finds himself at the bottom of the world. Once again,
That would kind of be creepy. Like, if I wasn't completely in a normal world and I kind of started little weird things happening, I would honestly be a little bit like, wait, what's happening? And then suddenly fall and you see this underneath. Yeah, I think I would just close the game.
see this deep but short mined out area
Forget
similar to
Angela.
the one we saw in the beginning of the video, except this time there's cobblestone pillars placed all around the area. What makes this more confusing is that Simon finds a trail of cobblestone blocks, and as he collects all of them, he traces his steps back but can't seem to find the hole he fell into, despite hearing the sounds of rain coming from above, meaning this alternate Herobrine covered up the hole. As Simon wanders
Why do
around
they keep calling him alternate here, Brian.
He
Right?
sees a player in the corner of his eye. When he goes to check it out, the player is gone. But his attention quickly switches to a sign that he notices. When he goes to read it, it says, Simon says built a base.
I like that using his name. That's great.
Built it bigger. Odd, but Simon breaks the sign and continues walking. He eventually comes to a dead end and uses the wall to continue walking. But then Simon notices another sign, this time being creepier than the previous. Simon says, breaking sign? It seems that this alternate Herobrine is watching Simon, but when Simon decides to break the sign, it becomes obvious when he turns around and sees another sign. Simon says, break everything. Even if these are all messages, we can tell this one has a very serious tone. This time, Simon doesn't break the sign and just walks away. But once again, while Simon is walking,
Yeah, he said Simon said you have to do it.
he stops and sees a figure's arm and leg sticking out. But when it hides itself, Simon checks it out, and once again, the figure is gone. Simon starts sprinting,
this is
and as things couldn't get any
I will say I like this build-up. I like this build-up. This is good. This is really good.
weirder, we hear this. Simon boxes himself, but then a sign is placed right in front of him saying, Simon says, my base is my bedroom. As he's running away, Angelo writes a message in chat. I think I see your name. As Angelo is walking backwards, he accidentally finds himself in a mineshaft. He blocks up the entrance and the video ends. Throughout the video, there's probably one question we all have. What do the signs mean? Simon says built a base, built it bigger. The term built a base could refer to Simon's old house, and then right after saying built it bigger is implying Simon's new house is bigger than his old one. Then why start the message off with Simon says? Could this refer to the children's game known as Simon Says? Well, then it would open up new questions. What are the chances they're not referring to the game and instead are just referring to Simon himself? Are they implying this is something Simon said, which could explain the Simon Says? Unfortunately, there's not enough evidence.
They're like, I have brainstormed this one single term, but there's actually not really enough evidence for this.
For a clear answer. But then we can tell from the message moments after saying Simon says breaking sign, Simon is being watched, and the figure continues to mess with Simon throughout the video, placing more signs, playing cave sounds, and running around invisible. But the 2 times we see footage of another player in this video could be the alternate Herobrine.
Just like that peeking from under your bed.
But they are barely visible on screen, not allowing us to have a clear look. But despite that, Angelo's message tells us that Simon is getting closer, and Angelo could be wherever this mineshaft takes him. But something interesting about this mineshaft is that I noticed it looked very familiar, and that's when I pieced together that this was the mineshaft from the episode.
Oh, damn. Okay. Our narrator is a really good detective. I would not notice that at all. And I also really like that they use the layout of the coal as little clues, and then that is actually pretty good.
That we see Angelo and Simon together, but we have to move on to the
We have to move on to ads about pins. Okay, all right, fine. One of them says, I love food. Here, I'll show this one real quick. The kitty with the knife. I love this one. Can we grab this and put it on here? Oh, good girl. You have a little knife in your hand. Gonna do some ordering. Oh, good kitty. Anyways. That's know you so well. It's weird. I mean, I have pins, but they're not my thing to collect. They're like, to me, they're kind of like stickers. Like, I don't really collect them. They just happen to be with me, and I'm like, okay. But I like the kitty one. That's a good one. All right, anyways, back to what was happening.
Episode Trick. The video opens with Simon still stuck in the mine shaft. He grabs wood planks and crafts himself a pickaxe to mine his way out. As he's digging to the surface, Simon hears a weird sound and turns around to see a cobblestone block that he did not place.
Oh.
He brushes it off and continues mining. When he makes his way to the top, he finds himself in a forest with no leaves. Once again, unbothered, and he finds his way back to his base. But when he returns, something's off about his house. From the outside, it appears to be a lot bigger.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, it looked extra long.
And when he tries to go inside, there are multiple layers of doors that Simon has to go through. But for the first time, we notice Simon puts text on screen, which says,
I want to leave the world.
and another one saying,
But the dragon,
and a final one.
I called it beating the dragon.
Moments after, we get this clip. Although this video was short, we get
that would be creepy.
important information on Simon's motives. Realistically, why would you put yourself through all of this? Wouldn't it be easier to leave and make a new world? Well, Simon's messages implies that he wants to leave the world, but the dragon. Simon doesn't want to leave his world because he wants to beat the dragon. And maybe he doesn't want to restart his world because he's never gotten this far. In his first video,
Priorities. Okay, you know what? I can respect Simon for this. Priorities, alright? I had spooky monster breathing down my neck. But I made an objective in the beginning, and I swear I will hold it to the end.
he was mentioning to us how he's never beaten the game before. So if he's gotten this far, he isn't going...
Have I ever beat the Ender Dragon before? Now I think about it. I think I have. I think I've done like once or twice I have. But it was never just my world. I think it was with friends and it would just be their world and they'd ask me to hop on in to help them. But I don't think I ever like did it all on my own or did it in a single player world. So now someone who turned away.
to let some entity stop his progress. But we need to move on to the next video.
2017 10/10/7 37/15. What? Simon's a Goku of 8 years old. He just sees a challenge.
Which takes place on the 7th of October. There seems to be a conversation going on between Simon and Angelo. We even see Angelo.
What was with the other numbers, though? I mean, okay, it probably could just be the number that was saved with the video when you just... If you've ever made a video and don't title it, and usually just save it somewhere, and it does its own little thing, it'll have its own numbers added at the end, so it probably was something like that.
Angelo. We even see Angelo 6 seconds into the video, but unfortunately this isn't the same Angelo that was captured by the entity. This video seems to take place on the 10th of October, recorded before Simon's first ever video, meaning this footage must be a recap of the past. Simon throws an eye of Ender, so we know they're planning on heading to the stronghold. They eventually find the stronghold and start digging down. When they arrive, they start looking for the end room, but Angelo's behavior is very odd. He keeps trying to get away from Simon and hiding from him. Eventually, Simon loses him and is forced to look for the end room himself. Eventually, the video cuts and Simon ends up finding the end room, but with Angelo standing right by the entrance. Angelo places down a sign and it says,
"Happy birthday, dummy."
Then Angelo places a diamond block. Simon's very happy, and as he mines the diamond block, the video ends. This video happens to be the strangest out of any other video we've watched.
What's with the... He just gave him a little diamond block. What's wrong with that?
We just don't realize. For one, Simon stated he's never beaten the dragon before.
Oh, yeah.
But in this video, Angelo and Simon are in the process of almost beating the dragon. Was Simon lying, or is there...
Oh! An ad! Was Simon lying, or was there an ad? Why do they keep giving me ads that are not skippable and leads into another ad. Why? Okay. Why are they giving me such cruel ads? Why?
The picture. Well, we can tell Simon is the only one with Eyes of Enders because he seems to be the only one throwing them. But he only has 2, which isn't enough to fill in an Ender portal. After the recording ended, they probably realized they couldn't go into the end and just gave up. And Angelo celebrating Simon's birthday could relate to his birthday video, but I'll get back to that later. Also,
But there's an issue with that, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
thing I want to point out is this video's abrupt ending. When Simon mines the block, it cuts. But not only that, if you pay close attention, you can see the video quality starts breaking before it ends. In fact, this
I thought that was just his editing.
happens 5 times throughout the whole series. 2 times in Y512, 2
From the
times in
music?
Birthday,
Oh,
and
we'll
1
see about
time
that.
in the most recent video. There is definitely a deeper meaning to this. We've seen cuts happen without the screen breaking down, but these abnormal cuts only happen in significant moments of the story. In Y512, the screen cuts as soon as the entity starts breaking blocks. In Birthday, the 2 times the cut happens are both when the structure is fully built. Does this evidence actually
okay.
prove anything?
So that actually has
Unfortunately,
me. I just thought it was just the quality and then the editing that Render was doing. I didn't quite realize it was actually
no, but
purposeful.
with 2 episodes left, we are getting closer to the answer. The next video is titled question marks. It appears to be up to date with the rest of the playlist. Simon is heading to the stronghold, this time alone. We eventually see Simon stumble upon the same area we saw
What?
last episode.
That can't be the same area. I mean, I guess maybe he's right. Maybe he is right. Just from a different angle and with the fog and everything. I guess so, because you can count from here, 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 and then also the way the grass is here and the sand is as well. And then from the distance, you got the structure here, I guess, yeah, okay, I could see it. I could see where that looks like it's the same. Damn, this guy is a good detective. We're in good hands here with this narrator.
Although for some reason, Simon is searching for the stronghold as if he doesn't remember going with Angelo. Simon gets the achievement for finding...
Wait. That is odd. Why? Huh.
the stronghold a second time, meaning he must be playing in a different world. This time he's ready as he finds the end room and lights up the portal. When he enters into the end, it seems to be a normal end fight and Simon is finally ready to end the series. But then at 4 minutes and 15 seconds, we get this.
What? Dragon's like, no, I live for another day.
The dragon just disappears.
I like to imagine it got its head stuck in the pillar and it suffocated. You know that bug? Oh.
Simon confusingly walks around, doesn't know what to make of the situation.
Yeah, seeing the dragon thing, it just reminded me. I'm watching an anime I found yesterday because I was if you didn't see, I made a Twitter post about it. I was watching the next episode that came out for Goodbye Laura. Holy crap, was it amazing! I won't say much about it in case anyone wants to watch it. Really would recommend. Was good, very good. But I'll just leave it there for that. But anyways, afterwards, I had told myself I wanted to rewatch the movie for Zombieland Saga that had come out, because when I kind of first had watched it, I was somewhat paying attention and not really paying attention to the background stuff, so I wanted to watch it again. And so finally, I went to rewatch the whole thing, and then afterwards, I was like, okay, well, what do I want to watch now? And I saw Witch of Adelaire or something like that, I think is the name of it. And I had heard about it beforehand, and I was like, I'll give it a shot. So I've been watching it, and there's a certain, a little spoiler for it, but there's a certain part with the dragon that the way that they go to handle it. And in my head, I was thinking, it's like, what if it's suffocated on the stuff, and instead of it all being ending well and all that stuff. So when I saw this, I was like, ah, there it is. Which yeah, that one. It's good. Are you good? Okay. I think I'm on episode 6. I think, or we just finished 6. I don't remember, but it's been good. I actually have been enjoying it. It's been actually really fun.
So he quickly ends the video. In 0-00, the video continues where we left off. Simon is trying to understand what's happening, but all of a sudden, the bedrock platform disappears. A few seconds later, air pockets can be seen all throughout the island. Then, a few more seconds later, the air pockets get bigger. And in a matter of moments, the island is slowly breaking down. Simon climbs up a pillar, and in the span of 30 seconds, he sees the entire end island gone. Simon climbs to the top of the pillar, and after a while of silence, he realizes a pillar disappears, and then another one, and another one, and eventually all that's left is Simon in the middle of the void. Then we see Angelo join the game.
Angelo, where have you been? Do you see this?
As Simon is trying to understand the situation, this happens.
This happens, falls, and then returns to the human realm. Ooh, delicious food ad afterwards. Delicious.
This happens. Simon then cuts to him dragging a file to the recycle bin, and that's where the video cuts off. What did he drag into the recycle bin? It was most likely his world file. This theory will make sense in a bit, meaning the entity had succeeded in scaring Simon off and finally got what he wanted. We also see Angelo for the first time in a while. Simon's message saying, "Where have you been?" implies that Simon hasn't seen Angelo since he was taken, but Angelo doesn't say anything. In fact, it was quite creepy how Angelo just said nothing to Simon. Where did Angelo go? Why is he acting different? If we want to know, we have to finish the final episode. The video cuts to Simon joining a server with Angelo.
Okay, I know it's just the final episode and everything, but hold on, I gotta take a quick bathroom break. I drink like 4 cups of coffee right before stream. I'll be right back. I know it's the final episode. What happened? There definitely isn't a part 2. God dang it. Anyways, hold on. I'll be right back. Oh, wrong one. Okay. And back. Ugh. I'm practicing more and more of not using the walker. But my problem is I can walk pretty good without my walker. Now, I just did it right now. But, God, does it hurt after like 2 seconds. So, slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. Well, then I can burn it. Just like Simon burnt his house. Alright. Back to it.
Haha,
So
you
what
got out
happened?
too?
This clip seems to take place a while after everything that had went down. What they're talking
Oh.
about is unknown at the moment.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
noisy.
I don't even know them.
But then Angelo says,
Yo, I saw the videos. Sorry I didn't believe you.
the video that Angelo could be referring to are the videos of Simon encountering the entity. Maybe Angelo never believed him until Simon showed him proof. Simon says nothing bad's happened after that moment, and Angelo insists on celebrating. They grab themselves fireworks, and Simon says Happy New Year's as he lights off the fireworks, which means this video takes place on New Year's. But then the conversation
Push. Did the command work? Forgot to check if that was connected. Yeah, I should.
gets interesting.
That lamp you gave me just turned off. The one by my bed.
What lamp?
The video then cuts to Simon on his desktop again with his recycle bin open, hovering over a file that says Beating the Ender Dragon, the same name we see when Simon shows his world menu. He clicks restore, and that's where the video ends. In the beginning,
Wait, what? Why did it cut
Which-
to that?
means this video takes place on New Year's. But then the conversation gets interesting.
That lamp you gave me just turned off.
What lamp?
The one by my bed.
What lamp?
The one by his actual bed? Is he talking in real life?
The video then cuts to Simon on his desktop again with his recycle bin
Also,
open.
why didn't you delete it? Why? Why would you
Hovering
restore
over a
it?
file that says
Oh,
Beating
unless-
the Ender Dragon, the same name we
Oh.
see when Simon shows his world menu. He clicks restore, and that's where the video ends. In the beginning of the video, the conversation Angelo and Simon were talking about was most likely a New Year's party. Simon also tells Angelo that the lamp Angelo gave him just turned off, but Angelo says he never got him a lamp. He even mentions that this lamp happens to sit by his bed. The same lamp that Simon put next to his bed, which means Simon was building his house based off his
His actual... Oh, that is... Okay, yeah, I would be genuinely creeped out then. Wow, okay. Okay. Yeah, that... That, yeah, I can see that. I can see that being creepy.
room. But then a sign is placed right in front of him saying,
My base is my... Oh my god, that is a really cool call. Okay.
Simon says, my base is my bedroom.
Ah! God, I was not expecting that one. You can't add a little creepy turn around and do all of that and then suddenly just put an ad in front of my face. Even that screaming in terror. I think it was it was showing like a rock band or something, so but still that was perfect. That scream.
How could the end
Watch part 2 with this context. Oh my god. I was like, why are you putting spoilers at the beginning of your... How? What? Oh, because it's the sequel.
entity have known that? In fact, why does Simon decide?
So wait,
How could
Simon says my base is my
the
bedroom.
entity have known that? In fact, why does Simon decide to restore the world that he was tormented in? Isn't it funny how Angelo and Simon both entered the stronghold, but for some reason Simon's the only one who gets the achievement for finding it for the first time? Oh, but Render, Angelo planned this to surprise Simon for his birthday. Okay, but strongholds don't have spruce planks in the corner of their room. why is it there? In fact, why does this match with the spruce plank that we see in the episode Birthday, where underneath was a structure that's used to summon the alternate Herobrine is being built? Why does Angelo need that? Isn't it funny how Angelo was the same person who made Simon build this structure and caused all of this in the first place? Also, why do you need footage of what happened to Simon to believe that he was being haunted? You got kidnapped by this entity.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, I would need proof. I don't know, even if I knew my friend very, very, very well and everything, and it was one of my very good friends, I would still need proof. I don't believe you. I know, actually, he makes a good point. He was supposedly kidnapped.
That should be more than enough evidence. Isn't it also interesting how this entity has the ability to go into single-player games and turn into an invisible player? What are the chances he can't just type in chat and use a different name? What are the chances that the Angelo we've seen in every video never existed? In fact, the only time we have actually ever seen Angelo was in Simon's wallpaper, where XX Angelo XX322 was his real name. In the other videos, we've seen names
Oh, yes, it's swap. I didn't even notice that little detail.
like XX Angelo XX233 and XX Angelo 233. Why are there different names? What are the chances that Simon never got his friend back? Which is why he's restoring the world to go back and save him. What are the chances that Angelo never came back and this alternate Herobrine never left?
What did it say in the background of that? What did it say? Oh, I can't see it. Dang it.
Left.
There's the thumbnail! Yeah. Frick. Hey, well, thank goodness it's only been an hour and 22 minutes. So I guess here we go to the next one. Yep. Oh, God. Oh, there we go. Exactly. Now the stream finally starts. Now. Although, okay, I will say earlier on, I'll say this for render. I don't know if it was like a massive clue already in the beginning of the videos. And of course, I haven't obviously watched the videos themselves, but I feel like render kind of gave it away pretty early on that Angelo wasn't, and a lot of things already saying was, of course, render already knows all this stuff, right? He's writing the script after he's already done his investigation and everything, and so he's writing through. But when writing the script and some of the things that he was saying kind of already gave a huge hint to me that this was already Angelo and kind of what was going on with that. I don't know if that has to do with maybe just the original way the story was going, but there would be one thing I would recommend would be to kind of conceal that a little bit more and just kind of continue along without really pointing the arrow big time at Angelo for a few of those bits. I'm trying to recall a very specific moment that I was like, like I feel like it's obvious from just watching through this stuff, but in a lot of the ways words were said, it did already kind of give a big hint that this Angelo is not Angelo in a way. But I can't remember the exact moments, but there was just quite a bit of dialogue that Render was saying that I feel like it gave it away already. But that'd be my only thing I have to say. Other than that, that was a really cool way of listing all the questions you have at the very end of everything. It's like, what is this? What is that? What if this is what's going on? What is this? And proposing this and proposing that. I like that. That was very much of like a, oh. Also, the title of this, Story of Simon 12, Herobrine's second secret brother? So is that why he keeps calling him an alternate Herobrine? Right? Anyways, finally into the actual video. Hold on, because there's an ad placed in the very beginning. Oh, just giving me ads that I can't skip. Oh, great. To be fair, though, I think these videos are like 2 years old, so maybe it's different recently and stuff, but... Why? Alright, now we're finally to the video! It all makes sense
You're
now!
playing Minecraft with your good friend Steve. You've been progressing through the world all day, but you feel as though Steve's behavior is a bit strange. Then all of a sudden, you get a text from that same friend.
Hey, you wanna get on Minecraft later?
If I'm not playing with Steve right now, then who are you? 5 months ago, I uploaded a YouTube video discussing about a Minecraft channel that had weird things going on, named Simon12. The story is about a kid who documents his journey on trying to beat the game with his friend Angelo. Unbeknownst to Simon, he was never with his friend Angelo, but instead someone who...
Is his head... Is it just the way the video is? Or is it just the way the design of his head is? But does it look a little extra long? Right? Maybe it's just the way that it looks and it's making the head look really long. Because his body also looks long. So it could just be the way that he might have stretched it, or the... What's the word for it? The ratio of the video that was originally, and then trying to fit it into it. It could have been something like that.
Angelo, but instead someone who pretended to be him. This someone is Herobrine's brother. If you haven't already, watch the first video to fully understand everything. This is part 2 of Simon12.
I'm sorry, I think he means a completely different thing. Yeah. Season 2. No. No, I think it's something.
The video begins with Simon spawning on a pillar in the middle of the void, although there are random blocks, which I'll get to later.
I know there's random blocks, but hold on. Everything else is a little freaky.
He maneuvers his way down to
Natural, even the wallpaper. Okay.
a crafting table. He then crafts a bed, and then we see what's happening.
Oh, frick!
Simon is stuck in a loop. He can't just leave by jumping into the void because we see that it takes him right back to where he started. Simon is trapped, which is why he uses a bed to try and find another way of killing himself. He heads back down, desperate to find any means of getting out, until...
What?
we get a message.
Keys.
Oh, I was like, what was gonna appear? That was a good suspense. You can't do that to me. It scares me.
Not a fighter.
Simon then jumps into the void and everything resets until he turns around and we see a sign that says, Simon says goodbye. He ignores it and instead makes himself a chest to store items. When he jumps into the void again, this time he's given a new sign when he respawns that says, Simon says Angelo. Angelo being Simon's best friend, the same person that would pretend to be Angelo to trick Simon into thinking he's with his friend. Simon seems to have noticed something because he starts bridging out.
I'm doing something with Minecraft. So you do the skyblock challenge? You know, for fun. What's the skyblock challenge? What's the skyblock challenge? I don't know what that is. What is that? Now you scare me. now I'm scared. What does that mean?
Until he stops and throws an item into the void, but instead of falling into the void, there seems to be a platform, and hiring the exposure, we can tell it's an obsidian
Cool, smart
platform. Simon then takes a leap. The video ends.
Of course it ends.
Let's start from the beginning. Immediately we're given a question. Where
are we? What are the blocks? Why are the blocks? Why are the signs? Why can't die? And why is any of this happening?
is Simon? These random pillars I mentioned actually aren't random. And in
consisting of a few blocks on the side. Oh, that's the wrong one to pause it on. Sorry. God. Even my eyes were dying. Still kind of dying, but it's fine. Basically, okay. So stay over a few blocks in the sky. Figure out how to survive with what little resources it gives you. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? You know, I just want to mine. Why would you do that to me? Why would I want to survive? What's your fave block in Minecraft?
Episode when Simon had first entered the end, he started building up an
Dirt.
obsidian pillar with the
Dirt
same
is
amount of
great.
planks, wool blocks, and andesite. And once he reached the top, he built up 3 more wool blocks, which matches the blocks on these towers. We also remember that Herobrine's
Oh,
brother
damn,
removed the
what a
end
connection.
island, including all the pillars, which is why Simon is only surrounded by
I like how they call it this is Ender Brian. So what? I think of the Ender Dragon and Herobrine. Herobrine's brother.
the void, and the blocks
Used to do non-mine activities. No, no, no. That's the worst.
he placed. If you still don't believe me, at the end of the video, Simon notices what looks to be an obsidian platform, which if you don't know, can naturally
okay.
generate only in the end dimension. We also get 2 messages that pop up in chat by XXAngelo XX233, aka Simon's friend, saying he's not
Okay, what is? I don't remember the way that the numbers were placed and everything. Is that
a
the real
fighter. We can tell Angelo is referring to Simon,
friend?
but right now we don't know the context of the message. As Simon attempts to escape, he's being taunted by Herobrine's brother, with signs saying goodbye or Angelo. It's important to remember that all of this is happening because Angelo summoned the secret Herobrine, which is why this entity goes out its way to clone himself as Angelo, trapping him in this world and pretending to be someone he's not. But Simon realizes the real Angelo has been trapped, and this message shows us that Angelo is still out there. But where is
But is it the real friend? It's real. Clone, brother, duplicate, alternate. No. No, it's the real hero Brian. God, I can't say Hero Brian for some reason. He's the real one. The entire time is the actual one that really, truly exists. That's what this one is.
Angelo? And how is Simon going to escape the end if he keeps getting reset every time he dies? Even though the story of the Simon channel stops with this video,
Sorry, I can't help but look over here. It's his video that shows up. All the other ones. I climbed on every Minecraft something I saw. What does that say? I climbed on every Minecraft, clicked on every Minecraft stream I saw. I think that's what that one is. The Minecraft video gets more illegal? Is that what that says? And then I liked up here. Anime girl! Anyways.
I knew I had to dig deeper, and while digging,
It's actually the real hero, Brian. Well, that's what I was kind of suspecting in the previous one, because apparently Simon and him both went to the end portal and all that kinds of stuff, right? But then even the narrator points out that he looks for the end portal again, seemingly not knowing where it is, even though he should. So that's where I'm kind of like, is he?
decided to check out a channel named Poodle Swift, which was the channel that
Why?
originally, and the story of the Simon channel stops with this video. I knew I had to dig deeper, and while digging, I decided to check out a channel named Poodle Swift, which was the
Why?
channel that originally created the Simon 12 playlist and had access to these unlisted
Oh, okay, so it wasn't the same person who uploaded the, okay.
videos. But at the time, the channel had nothing to offer. Until now. A single video on the account. We don't know who runs this, but it's obvious Simon is calling for our help. This is where the hunt for Angelo truly begins.
I had the fear mixture of both. That sounds like copyright music. To also, there's an ad. Oh god, it's this anime again. It's very pretty anime, but also just I don't have the attention span to watch the entire ad.
The video begins with a person recording. We don't know who's recording yet, but what we do know is that this spot takes place from an older video on the Simon channel, when Simon
doesn't have the band count.
His house built with extra layers of walls and was being haunted by the alternate Herobrine. Then a message is typed in chat with the letters BZFFRB, which I'll just call Beesverb, and we can see the person recording is actually Simon. We don't know what this message means, but the video then cuts, and Simon begins placing a bunch of dirt blocks, but it seems to be a pattern, which I'll get to in a second. We then get another clip of what looks to be Simon writing dashes and underscores on a sign for some reason. Then more messages appear in
I'm sorry. Is this supposed to be a kid? Right?
chat. There's 5 Morse code messages and 5 normal messages.
Oh, further where I didn't check yet, over there to the right, there's gold there. Step back to the cave's ore.
The normal messages seems like a set of directions, saying go to your present Beesverb, step back to the cave ores, there's gold there, and over to the right, further where it didn't check yet. What does this mean? We have no idea. Then the final part of the video has Simon staring into the distance
Angelo, you know how to read this because you taught me?
with a book in his hand, with a sign saying, Angelo, you know how to read this cause you taught me. And then he opens up a book, revealing 9 pages of scrambled letters before the video ends. There's 4 moments in this video where Simon communicates to us. The first one being the block placements, which if we take a look at the block placement patterns, we'll see he only uses single blocks or 2 blocks. Single blocks seem to represent a period, and 2 blocks represents a dash, which are the 2 characters used when using Morse code that uses periods and dashes to translate real words.
Smart. Very smart. He's right. Subscribe.
After 30 minutes of following along the pattern, it led me to the translation of
There's also something in the description of this video. You see that? Put it all here. I gave you the password. Interesting.
hey, I'm fine, I'm at my base. The second moment is when Simon writes on a sign, which again is Morse code. We have the dashes and the underlines are supposed to be periods, and if we replace them, we're given the translation here yet. The third moment is when Simon is writing normal messages, but in between there's Morse code, which when deciphered gives us a totally different conversation going on.
I want to tell you about a friend of mine. A friend I trust, even if he's the stupidest guy I know. A friend that will know me when I speak, who I will know when he does too. A friend that knows here is not a place that exists without.
And the fourth moment is something that we don't know just yet, but I will mention later in the video.
Oh, you're holding back information from us. How dare you?
The common theme I noticed between the 4 clips is that they're all hidden messages for Angelo. Simon communicates to Angelo using these tricks to prevent the alternate Herobrine from catching along with
I mean, but how do we know that the alternate Herobrine just understands this? Right? It's just like, you think I'm stupid? You think I'm stupid and can't figure out how to decode this too?
what they're talking about. Simon lets Angelo know that he's fine and that he's at his base. He asks him if he's here yet and tells him where to go. There's even a secret message that's made just for Angelo to read, but we don't know what it means exactly. We also don't know what Beesverb means. When he tells him to go to the present Beesverb, what exactly does this mean? As of right now, we don't know, but the description of the video brings us to another piece of evidence. It's a bunch of equal signs and O's saying put it all here, I gave you the password. Judging that I had to replace certain characters with dashes or periods, I decided to do the same thing with this. The equals replaced with dashes and the O's replaced with periods. And when decoding this Morse code...
Oh, smart. Ooh.
we're given a brand new channel.
That's pretty good. How did you know that that was going to be a YouTube channel, though? Right? Did it give him an @ symbol or something? I mean, probably was just trying to use everything and then remembered the playlist thing and then figured maybe there might be a YouTube channel or something. Because it doesn't give him it, does it? Back when he does. No, it doesn't. Huh. You're breaking the fourth wall. I'm sorry. I mean, I said, I could eventually guess that you do look that up because you got the previous thing with the playlist hint that he had gotten last time. And all that being connected. So that would make sense. What? You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't look too far into it. I'm sorry. That's still pretty cool, though. I like that. But 233 is bad, right?
We're given a brand new channel named Angelo.
233, though. That's important.
Please.
Ah! Freaking head! Oh, another ad. Ooh. Space? Ships? What is this? Mine? Mines? Mining? Sorry. Calm down. Back to the video. Too much Minecraft.
The video begins with Angelo in a room.
Dark, no room.
We also notice that these messages aren't sent by Angelo. This alternate Herobrine can see what he types even if he doesn't enter it and uses it to pretend that he's Angelo. The roof then opens up and he leaves the room. He looks around and finds himself in a barren wasteland with nothing in sight as he roams this lonely world he's been trapped in. Along the way, we notice he places sand pillars, most likely to trace his steps. We're then given a flashback.
Oh. It's all
We should
cinematic.
race for them.
Okay. Come, I have a strip mine here.
Ready.
Yay.
Oh my god. So
Angelo
cinematic.
reminisces the times he had with Simon, using it as motivation to escape. Angelo then notices something in the distance, and this time without even typing anything, a message is sent in chat. There's something
Oh.
here. This secret Herobrine can't just see the player's screens, but can also read their thoughts. Angelo takes a closer look into the desert pyramid. Inside are 2 beds and 2
Maybe 3. The 2 was the other one. The back rooms were. Okay, that did. Okay, I'm not the only one I was thinking in my back of my head. I was like, wait a second. Also, I actually saw the Backrooms movie. It wasn't bad. I'd say it has quite a bit of a slow start, but it was still I enjoyed it towards the end. Actually, it picked up a lot. But anyways,
chest. And then Angelo seems to be trapped. He then looks inside the chest to see this.
Simon says it's not you.
oh,
We've now seen firsthand what happened to Angelo. Not only has he been trapped, but this alternate Herobrine can look at screens and even read the player's minds. It's easy to understand why Simon believed he was communicating to the real Angelo. If you're unaware, at the end of the video, these items we see in the chest are a specific set of materials that were used when summoning this alternate Herobrine. The description reads, "I don't make the rules." Although Angelo understands the position he's in right now, we can tell he's determined to.
yeah, his face there doesn't look so. Maybe it was. Maybe that was the hint that that's not the real Angelo.
Escape and to get
Starts
him
to
and Simon out of this
deform the
mess.
body
And
or
in episode
something.
Reflect, we'll hopefully see that.
What happened to the other 50 episodes? There
The
was
video
one more
begins
before,
with
no?
Angelo still in the desert pyramid.
I've always got a plan, Simon. Just keep going.
But then as he types his third message, Angelo is being taunted. This alternate hero
It types for him before he even actually types it. I'm sorry, I just realized I'm covering that side. I've been covering that this entire stream. Anyways, here, I'll show you. Basically, it typed it before he actually even sent
Angelo
it.
is being taunted. This alternate Herobrine mocks him, believing he'll never escape. Angelo then writes 3 in chat. We can tell Angelo is able to leave, but he chooses not to. But before we can figure that out, we notice someone starts mining.
Ooh.
Angelo tries to take a peek while hiding, then barricades himself. Some time passes and he decides to leave his hole. But as Angelo sneaks around to take a closer look,
Okay!
Angelo starts panicking. We then notice an obsidian pillar. He then starts bridging to the top. He takes a good look around his area and the entire world is completely corrupted. Controlled by this Herobrine, Angelo has no choice but to watch. But then he notices something in the distance. And as he starts running...
There. That's what we need
Oh,
for
it's a flashback?
whoever gets the most wins.
No, I got this. How's me gonna help us anyway?
Oh no, not that. Leather. Now you don't need to worry about that.
Hey,
See? We're safe now.
Huh?
Angelo finds bits and pieces of his memories in this world. This house, this broken nether portal, the scarecrow are all part
Maybe it was like teaching him how to play, maybe?
of Simon's world that Angelo can remember. Angelo decides to enter the house before the video ends.
Oh, was that actually him? Some of the invisible bits were actually him this entire time? And here we were suspecting. Oh, that would be a really cool twist to that.
The data.
Ah, there's an ad! Why? I keep pausing perfectly right before an ad plays, so I think when it's safe, and then it's not. Oh god. I don't understand what this ad's talking about, but one of them's like, don't worry, we use this, so you don't have to freak out. The other one's like, but we had like freaking out. And the other one, there's a lady in the background of the laptop, she's like, ah! It's like, what's happening? Everybody's running around now, and okay. It's a great ad. You know what? Caught my attention. Don't even know what it was for, though, but it caught my attention. I keep getting ads for that NTE, I think it's called. That anime game. I think I've heard people say it's like Grand Theft Auto Gotcha anime or something like that. I keep getting ads for it. Right now I just got another ad for it. It was like showing the vehicles having the anime print on it and everything. Has anyone given that game a try?
Now, at first I theorized that Angelo was trapped in a corrupted world made by the alternate Herobrine, but now that might not be the case. While yes, I do think the alternate Herobrine trapped Angelo, I think he's trapped him inside his head. That's why we can see Angelo's memories, and why he's always finding himself in deja vu situations. The alternate Herobrine makes Angelo remember, to really have Angelo remember the good memories he once had, and to show that it'll never come back again. Not to mention this obsidian—
I was just like, oh, he's being nice, showing him the good times and everything, so he has the power to persevere. Never mind.
pillar can't generate in the overworld like this. Angelo is remembering the end fight. When him and Simon were finally reunited on the top of the end pillar, Angelo's imagination is what causes these structures to be summoned. And in the next episode, we'll start
so then that was him. Right? That's what that's just admitting.
take a closer look into Angelo's head.
Oasis. At least his mind is an oasis and not an empty void.
The video begins with Angelo investigating the house. He finds a chest with a bunch of materials, Simon's materials, because remember, Angelo is in Simon's house. He grabs everything and makes himself a full set of iron armor. He then
This is mine now.
creates himself a tower.
Wish you could see this. He's gotta be out there. This is him. This is his home. He's here. He's not a fighter, sure, but he's smart.
Oh. Oh.
This is gonna be proof. This channel, something found him, and I don't know how to explain what it is. I don't even know what it is either. You'll see, I guess. Or I guess, you did. Luckily that was a brief conversation. I can't believe he learned how to make a base. Rock on, bro.
Oh, this is actually kind of sweet. Like, oh, I'm so proud of him. He's barely tired of the game, and then all hell breaks loose. I tried to pull a prank on him, and now I got myself stuck. But he's doing it.
Then we hear a glass break. He quickly runs into the house and makes himself a sword, ready to fight off this alternate Herobrine. He looks around before he starts talking to the entity.
I know what you're doing. Ever since I brought you here, you stole him. That's probably not all you steal, is it? You're a parasite. You're the bug we would step on when we walked to school. Do something.
That poor bug. It's back for vengeance. That's what's happening. It was back for vengeance. It's like, oh, you stepped on my brother. You stepped on my other brother. You stepped on my father. No, I will take what's precious from you.
Show me how he's gone. How you ever could have taken him. Show me what you are.
He then pulls out a sign.
If I know what it is, I can know how to fight it.
The video then cuts and Angelo notices the obsidian pillar. He starts bridging to it. As Simon arrives at the pillar,
The correction on screen, Angelo.
he turns around and
It reminds me of when people would do edits and they say something wrong, the incorrect, and they go to correct it, but instead of using like on-screen text, they will just do a voiceover part, or you could tell it sounds different, where they're just like, yes, wait, Simon built the envelope.
and sees a random chunk floating in the air. When he turns all the way around, we see a floating end island. Angelo doesn't know it yet, but this end island is the only shot he has to escaping this place he's been trapped in.
Oh. Why is that?
Let's review
Oh, this
Angelo's
sounds like
conversation
copyright music.
because this gives us more information than we think. For one, we're given context to the message, he's not a fighter. For some reason, throughout the entire monologue, the only messages that were able to reach Simon was those words. In fact, this isn't the first time something like this had happened. Back in the episode Bunker, when Angelo said the words,
now he's making the connection between the two of them. Of why we see some of his
dark,
messages
no
pop
room,
up.
we saw the same message on the Simon channel in part 1
4
of my
steps
video,
ahead of
Dark,
you,
No
narrator.
Room. For some reason, certain messages are able to reach Simon. These
But
words
why?
don't seem to really mean anything.
The biggest of questions is why.
It just seems like pure coincidence. That or the alternate Herobrine will allow certain messages to send through to Simon. Maybe this entity does this to allow hope, to make them believe there's a chance they'll reunite because the entity is just that confident it'll never happen. This thing goes above and beyond to not only scare but psychologically torture these kids. And the
But what's also interesting is that it hasn't shown its face, which I kind of like because, like I said, it adds to the unknown kind of thing. Like, when is it gonna happen?
reason why it
Is it gonna happen?
does all of this was answered when Angelo said, "Ever since I brought you here, we stole him." We remember the moment Angelo decided to summon this alternate Herobrine. What
Oh, you're right. That's right. It did do the bit. I forgot about that. Okay, when it shows up again.
was supposed to be a funny joke turned into awakening a mysterious entity that
And they're doing one of the, it is the, ha ha ha, silly funny. It's not really. What do you mean? I'm over here. Oh.
and now goes out its way to haunt these kids. Worst of all, unlike these other well-known Minecraft entities,
Oh, hey, there's that Entity 30. I never heard of that before. That's a first for me. Does that mean I have to do a deep dive into what Entity 303 is? To slowly make this into a Minecraft channel without ever actually playing Minecraft? Please, actually, I kind of like that. We do everything else Minecraft, but actually ever play the game.
Minecraft entities this one never reveals.
What was the other ones?
Worst of
When it
all,
showed up.
unlike these other well-known
So they have that other one. I don't know what that is. I thought that was just Herobrine. I guess that's not Herobrine. Entity 303. I never heard of that one before.
Entities, this one never reveals itself, with Angelo even saying, "Show me what you are." Although this entity may seem almighty and powerful, that's not totally true. He's gotta be out there. This is him. This is his home. He's here. Why would Angelo say this? Well, this goes back to the secret video on the Poodle Swift account, when I was deciphering one of the
I
hidden
like the name Poodle Swift.
messages. Remember how it turned out to be, "Hey, I'm fine, I'm at my base"? Angelo must have deciphered the message. He found this video and got Simon's message, so he arrived at Simon's base looking for him. Angelo and Simon can still communicate, even if the entity stops them from doing it in-game. Remember, Angelo isn't just a friend of Simon, this is his best friend.
This is not just his friend, it's his bestie.
Who will do anything in his power.
I'm sorry, I'm having a good time with this. It's like, you're not taking it too seriously, but I think it's kind of a little bit on purpose. Just the power of friendship.
Power to get him back. He's not a fighter, sure, but he's smart. This is gonna be proof. He even says, "I can't believe he learned how to make a base. Rock on, bro." Angelo has been there to teach Simon everything. Every flashback we're given revolved around Angelo teaching Simon something about Minecraft. Older videos on the Simon channel always had Angelo guiding Simon to teaching him how to play the game.
Oh God. That scared me. I thought for a split second, I was like, oh, it switches to something meaty, fleshy. Something got eaten. You know how they do that, the horror game bit where it's like a graphic setting and stuff like that, and then suddenly it'll shift to really realistic, just pieces, and it adds to the creep factor of it. That's exactly what I thought was happening. Till my brain registered, oh, ad.
Simon and Angelo's friendship is an unstoppable bond, and they're not gonna let some janky Herobrine getting in the way of reuniting with each other. I'm in a sub race with my friend Flame to 500,000 subscribers. He's predicted to hit it in 3 months while 500 heights. With that being said, of
I
me
hate
pushing
heights.
my friend out of a plane, and he hates heights. With that being said, let's continue with the video.
I'm sorry, wait, what did I skip
you get a
over?
video of me pushing my friend out of a plane,
Get a
and
video-
he
oh, okay.
hates heights. With
I
that
see.
being said, let's continue with the video.
Stared.
Angelo looks around and we notice a bunch of pillars floating on the end island. He jumps onto the island and starts walking until Angelo notices someone. We get a glance of them walking away and Angelo tries to follow them. He goes around the end
I
pillar
thought it was the
and
footsteps because it sounded weird.
we just barely see this random person once again. The video then cuts to Angelo heading back to Simon's
Oh, when they go turn.
base. We can see Angelo starting to plan something, but his plan seems to be unclear, as we see him put 2 sand blocks in front of a piston. He quickly goes down and breaks 2 blocks from the roof. He starts setting up a tunnel system. He does this for a few minutes until we get a moment of Angelo staring at a 2-way tunnel, which we can tell resembles the 2-way tunnel Angelo and Simon
Always the strip mines. It's always the strip mines, isn't it? It always is. First with Durlord, second with... Did Verity have one? Well, we know it was the I'm generally scared thing, and now it's always the strip mines.
had when we were given a flashback a few episodes ago. Angelo
You know, I've actually never done the strip mine thing. I know I said I like to mine, but I've never done the strip mine thing. Ever. I don't ever plan to!
still seems to hold on to these memories. He begins walking back to the base.
Oh. That door is open.
This sand block
I was like, the door is open! No, it's the fact that there's a sand block here. Oh.
block wasn't there just a few moments ago. Angelo realizes this alternate Herobrine is in his world and quickly runs through the tunnel until the video ends. At first, it was hard to tell, but we understand what Angelo was doing here. He set up this pressure plate so that when you step on it, a piece of sand drops exactly on this spot we see here through the open roof. And if Angelo was mining, who could have activated the pressure plate? That's right, the alternate Herobrine. Which reminds me, who was this person that we see here? So although the coloring makes it hard to tell, you can see a lot of resemblances. Right here, you can see the skin tone is the same. You can see the white pixel right here for the eye, as well as the hair. Look at this right here. There's only 1 pixel of skin, and what do you know? Oh, 2 pixels, but you get what
1 pixel. Oh, it's about to.
I mean. Now that we've figured that out, we notice something interesting. It's been 6 months since we've received any type of footage showcasing what this alternate Herobrine looks like. His whole thing is that he has no identity, but these 2 moments in the video are brand new footage updating us on the identity of this Herobrine. We can tell it's switched out of the Angelo skin and is just a completely black.
Is that the image that we saw of the first entity, and that's why they keep saying it's an alternate, it's a different Herobrine, it's whatever the completely devoid of any color with some white eyes.
Black skin. Another thing I want to mention are the pillars we've noticed throughout the few episodes. They're right in your face, but it's easy to forget about. Back in part 1 of my video, we established the alternate Herobrine will do things like create air pockets, aka removing all ores from underground, creating pits from under people's beds, and now I think we're seeing another one. Every entity has their own signature to show that they're in a player's world.
Oh my god. Is it real that you were spotted in Minecraft Alpha? Is you can ask your questions? Is that what that is?
With this alternate Herobrine, air pockets, dugout pits, and pillars signify that it's in your world. Although baiting the alternate Herobrine to step on a pressure plate doesn't exactly help Angelo in any way, it does show Angelo what this entity can fall for, so that when there's a real trap for the entity, Angelo will know how to successfully bait it. And in episode 5, we'll hopefully see that.
But what is it? Like, you set up all this stuff of like, oh, we know that they set up clues, and we know now a little bit more of what this entity is, and but no, we still could. I guess maybe we're gonna see when they finally defeat it what it really was. It was his mom trying to get him to scare him off of the game so he could finally come down for dinner. So really it was, which is a huge, elaborate plan. They were playing 3D chess, but Mom was playing 4D. Alright. Anyways. Back to it. Ad break over.
This is an easy first challenge.
Says you.
I can show you how. There's a lot of ways.
Aren't there like
What are they
100? Don't. I want to fight. Let's go.
Good. I'll count down. That's your first obstacle. Good luck. All you have to do is kill me and run.
Hey, that's not fair. Give it back.
I don't make the rules.
Dude, what the heck? What is that?
Where?
Episode 5 focused around an old memory Angelo had. We can tell from the title this flashback takes place from around the year 2017. The first 4 minutes of the video is about the flashback, but I decided to ignore the first minute because nothing really happened, except this one moment where we can see pillars all around Angelo, which again goes back to my theory of pillars being purposely built by the alternate Herobrine. During the flashback,
But then we see builders. We see builders being pillared. Yes, that's exactly the words I wanted to say, brain.
there was
Thank
something
you.
that I found interesting in the beginning of the Angelo channel. I never understood this desert pyramid that Angelo always stayed in. Unlike the end pillar and Simon's house, those were generated because they were a piece of Angelo's memory. But knowing that there's proof of Angelo and Simon encountering a desert pyramid makes me believe the one we see here is the same one Angelo encountered in this video. Although there isn't much that I can say about the desert pyramid, this evidence does help support my claim about every structure we see Angelo encounter are all from his memories he's had with Simon. With that being said, it's time to move on to episode 6, Deceive.
Okay. So, are we saying that's like when this is like the spawn point, the real spawn point for this thing, maybe? Like, that's an odd detail to point out.
Angelo stares at the ground before deciding to jump. But something interesting I notice is the cactuses. We haven't seen anything in
It was like, I decided to jump. But first, there are plants.
this world besides sand and generated structures from Angelo's memory. In fact, the sand design around this area is a bit odd. Based off where we see these dugout holes, there should be a desert pyramid right here. It seems like when we saw the structure disappear, the alternate Herobrine covered it up. But continuing with the video, as Angelo falls to the ground, we get a frame of this scene we saw back in episode 1. Right after, Angelo is in a desert pyramid. Although this isn't a regular pyramid, this one seems to be a bit different. This is where things get interesting. Angelo spends the next 11 minutes placing messages down. Although I can't go over every message that was written, there was a few
Why? Why can't you? Why? Why?
things that I noticed.
It's stealing valuable things. Ores. Why ores? They make us stronger.
The air pockets that I mentioned earlier exist because there used to be ore blocks there, which the entity removes to
Oh, because that's true, because it technically stole the diamonds from... I mean, if that wasn't Angelo at that point, right?
keep them weak.
It owns the desert. It doesn't want me to find him. Why is the end here? It made itself known and I didn't notice. The end island shouldn't be here, neither should it. The end island.
He then walks over to a sign that says,
That's a chance.
and then walks over to another sign that says,
This is significant. Pillars, dragon, and stone. It wants something else. Something substantial. It's watching me. It's trying to be me. It's replacing me. And Simon won't know the difference.
we then have this happen.
So yeah, my friend would never be able to tell. Never pays attention to my mannerisms. Weird. Is he hiding from something? Oh. Oh, there's something right there. Spooky. Once again, I ask, why aren't we just going into third-person point of view to see this thing? God, it's the creep factor. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Go back. Go back. Why? A little... Why? I mean, they just wanted to kill him and destroy this whole place. Did he really just have to summon a wall of lava?
All of the messages are sent to burn away before the video ends.
Or maybe he did that himself. Right?
The entire video reflects on everything that has occurred over the past
It's
few
just light.
episodes.
It's just
But
light.
throughout this self-reflection, there's this
Alright, goodbye, man. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
moment that helps us get an idea on Angelo's plan. The End Island. That's a chance. This is important. Pillars, dragon, end stone. Angelo wants to use this End Island as an escape, but how is he going to do that? The End Island has a portal, which if you kill the dragon, opens up, allowing you to enter back into the overworld. The only way to do that, though, is by killing the Ender Dragon. But like we've seen before, there is no dragon. How do we kill something that isn't alive? I guess we'll have to find out in
My
episode
hands.
7.
Who's behind me? What was that? That was really weird. I haven't moved at all. I was staying pretty still besides my head. Window. I swear I've heard this music before and I'm about to be slammed in the face.
He takes a look at the end island before entering. He checks the portals and heads under the floating end island, figuring out what he can do. He builds a staircase to the end island and begins climbing up a pillar, and we see him place a torch on the bedrock. He does this again with the next pillar, then does this again. Angelo begins storing a bunch of minecarts. We then have him going into the mines, and we'll notice the air pockets again. Angelo seems to take notice of this. He says that he needs more gunpowder, so we can assume he's trying to craft TNT. We then hear this. Angelo craft TNT. We then hear this.
I guess he stopped walking and there were still more noises?
Angelo begins running and making his way to the surface. He heads back to the base and we can see the sand and gunpowder in his inventory. We also notice that when he opens the crafting recipe, we can see TNT minecarts as an option. Angelo has these minecarts and needs gunpowder because he wants to make TNT.
I just thought that was when he fell a little.
Minecarts. But what exactly is he blowing up though? But before we can figure that out, this happens.
Ooh. I'm still waiting for this thing to peek its head around the corner and look terrifying and jump scare me, and then I'll be fine. But I'm still bracing for it. I'm still waiting. I'm scared. It's weird. Something was breaking like glass. And oh god. Oh, let me switch them over. What is this ad? I have no idea. Alright. It was the ads that were approaching. That's what was really happening. It has.
I'm going to tell you about a friend I found, and a friend I think I already had. I'm afraid he hasn't seen much of the world, and that's okay. I like having him around. I get to see more of the world when I show him. One day he said something. Give me a ticket for every movie you make. I know him a lot. I can do this. Portals only spawn when the dragon is dead.
Angelo looks around like he's trying to find something. It's unclear what he's trying to do. He writes down signs saying he wishes the portal would open, then looks around and crafts a ton of buttons, and he begins placing them down until...
Oh!
The video cuts back to Angelo, but the world is pitch black with only the torches providing a light source. Episode 7 and 8 will be turned into one investigation. Back in episode 7, this block we hear break is the same one we heard back in episode 3, except during the time I said, then we hear a glass break, but I was wrong. What we're hearing isn't a glass block breaking, but instead a glowstone breaking. Although
Oh, is that the one that was his friend's lamp?
yes, they do have the same breaking sound. We have to remember 6 months ago during the Simon channel. The only reason why the alternate Herobrine didn't get away with what he did was because he slipped up in a crucial fact that only the real Angelo would know. Simon told the entity his lamp turned off in his room, and from what we remember, Simon built this very house based off his own room, which he provided that lamp in Minecraft as a glowstone, but it was quickly taken away from him and we never heard about it again. As to why the glowstone is being brought up again, I don't know, but that's as far as I've gotten to it. Moving forward, it's clear that Angelo...
Wait, is this series not done? Wait, is there a part 3?
plans to use
That I
minecarts
don't
to
know
destroy
about?
something. At first, I believe he wanted to destroy the whole world, but that would take too long. Angelo must be looking for something specific. He keeps coming back and mentioning the End Island. Perhaps he wants to destroy it. Speaking of which, we have to go over this incident that occurred at the end of episode...
We have to go over this as the void opens and swallows everything whole. Yeah, maybe support it. I don't know. I think we can skip over that.
Episode 8. I have no idea how to describe it, but whatever it is caused the whole world to go pitch black, and it's obviously being controlled by the alternate Herobrine itself. As we approach the final episode, I don't know how Angelo plans to end all of this while getting Simon back, but let's
I
just
don't like how you're saying that.
say this mysterious ability was the biggest mistake this entity could have made.
Oh, the power of Bestie. Oh God, no, shut up, no.
Angelo uses fire to see the area around him. He briefly mentions about all the bunkers he's created. He takes a look at something and opens his book and quill to write down coordinates. He continues searching, looking for his bridge. For some reason, Angelo can't find the path he created, but he keeps on looking until he eventually finds it. He runs down the bridge, desperate to make it to the base. As he makes his way down, he enters the base and we notice a bed.
Oh, frick. Oh, the bed again. I see.
It wasn't there before. He looks in his chest and all the gunpowder is gone.
Ah.
Where did it go? He then takes a look at the door.
Oh! You're your friend! Oh, yeah, it's great! This is good news, right?
Is this even the real Simon? Simon tries to communicate, but Angelo tells him to write it in the book instead. Before I show what's in the book and quill, we need to go back to episode Ethos. During the end of the video...
Okay, finally you bring this up again.
So when I mentioned it was a decipher I couldn't understand, this file in the comments of the most recent video was able to help. It was a script that showed Angelo and Simon's conversation and revealed what we're seeing here was a way of communication that Angelo and Simon made that they only knew to talk to each other without the Herobrine knowing. The way of
Oh my God, that's great. That is amazing. That is great. Do you guys remember ever? I don't know. Did you guys ever do that? You make your own ways to try to communicate with your friends, and so you would have own like unique symbols or anything like that, or a mixture of different language to use for a different alphabet and stuff like that. I remember that. I always felt so cool and like, oh, no one's ever gonna be able to decipher this or anything like that. And be like, you better not tell anyone else about this.
works is a bit complicated. We need to know that it's a Caesar cipher and needs the word Simon. Let's use the word hello there guys as an example. For every word, it needs to have the letters S-I-M-O-N under it, and we have to use the alphabetical number for each letter. S is 19, I is 9, M is 13, O is 15, and N is 14. Each number is for the Caesar cipher shift. So for the word hello, H would be F, E would be R, L would be C, L would be E, and O would be O. And we do that until we get a scramble of letters that don't make any sense to anyone except Simon and
Ad! Oh, this is Simon and ads! That's what this is! I swear there's been so many of these popping up. Again, with the NTE again. There you go. It looks very pretty.
Now that we know that, we need to know what they say.
Are you real? Can't be real. It can't be him.
Your dad helped you buy my lamp.
You screwed up the second ladder I've helped. Welcome back, man.
Simon and Angelo have reunited, but that still doesn't explain how.
I still don't get it. Why did it let you go? It doesn't make sense. I dropped a small ocean of lava onto it. After luring it with science, there's a way to bait it, but we should assume it's gonna get smarter in the time I had.
So that's
I
so
set
it was
up
him who
plans
did that.
and hid diversions, distractions, but there was this small cube, a missing piece of the sky, that grew until the sky wasn't there anymore.
That must have been massive.
It's using everything on that. That's where all the power is going. There's no energy left it had to drop you to get me.
Simon and Angelo head their way to the end island. We're watching from the POV of Simon now, and Angelo gives Simon a button. Confused, Angelo only responds with the word pillar.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Is this getting creepy suddenly? It is pretty chill. What happened? Does his inventory change? His inventory does change.
Simon and Angelo get closer to the center of the end
Wait, no, not gonna explain that?
island, but then we can see this ability slices a layer of the world.
Oh.
If it touches one of them, they're goners. After a few close calls, things start ramping up. Then Simon books it to the bedrock platform.
The mine carts.
Angelo and Simon use the escape tunnel to safely exit the area after blowing up the end island. We can see that Angelo blew up the end island because theoretically this is where the heart of the Herobrine was. Killing it meant killing the entity all at once. The sky is back to normal, and we even get a shot of the land outside of the desert area that he had Angelo trapped in. After everything that has happened, after countless months of searching, Angelo and Simon have
Oh my
finally reunited.
They did it.
This is the story of
Oh.
Okay. I have an idea for this one. When I walk through the door and see you, I want you to turn around and see me.
Boy, dinner's ready.
Coming.
It's his mom! I called it! I knew it was mom! It was mom's plan this entire time!
Right. I have a bit for the final episode. Sure. Let's talk about it after we eat.
What have you boys been up to? Angelo, your mother called. She said she'll be picking you up around 7.
It's the story of Angela. No, the true mind behind all of this was the mom. She knew. I just love that they actually used the mom calling down from downstairs about the dinner was ready. That was great. I guess case closed. I guess so. Watch another. Wait. There's a parasite corrupting his. Wait. Is there part 2? Is there part 3? I mean. Okay. I wish we actually got to see the thing more properly. It was this was kind of a more. This is not the way I thought it was going at all. Considering that thumbnail, big time, played a heavy part in me clicking on this. I thought it was gonna be really scary. I thought it was gonna be really creepy. It wasn't. It wasn't. There was a few moments in it that I was like, oh, okay, here we go. We're going to actually see this thing or something like that. But at the end, I mean, yeah, we saw it. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. We saw it right there. Yeah. That was it. I just thought we were going to learn more about really what this one was, because it seemed to kind of set up that, like, oh, we know the clues for what they are to figure out what it is, because we're calling it the alternate Herobrine. I was like, where was that even from? Like, what the heck am I missing from there? But, you know, it was a cute little story, I will say. It was a nice little story of the power of friendship, and surely everything went right and nothing went wrong at all. They 100% solved all the issues, and it's not just waiting there in the game. Also, who insane person would just leave their game open like this? With that little health and that much hunger, you're gonna die from starvation. Who would do that? Angelo, you didn't teach him. You didn't teach Simon very well. But it was a cute little story, I will say. It was a cute little story. Not at all what I expected. Completely out of left field. I thought we were going to have a lot more of pretending and what exactly how that's going to play and how, what I... But it was a cute little story, you know? It was a cute story. Anyways. I'm going to transition on over... Alright. Well, that was the story of hero Ryan's brother, I guess. Is the best way to say that, I think. But yeah, but anyways, that was... Let me just make sure there is absolutely nothing. Yeah. Seems like we're good. So I think this was the comment that caught my attention was by Galaxy J1109. Normal people in ARG scared out of their mind. Simon and Angelo, nah, we went with knowledge. So I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be like some different protagonists dealing with all this. I mean, yeah, they did. All right, but anyways, that was not at all what I expected. Here we go. BK.Dana says, this was kind of cute. Friendship and love greater than terror and division. It really was. It really was adorable. It was sweet. Not what I thought at all. But anyways, that was that one, and definitely not a 2-part video. We took almost 2 hours and less than 30 minutes to watch just one video. It wasn't 2. Never wasn't 2. This was all single one. Just one single one. That's it. Yep. Anyways, you want to go check out the channel. They have a lot more of other stuff. This is 2 years old. So, they have quite a lot of other stuff. Quite a bit. So if you want to go check out what other things they have, they seem to do a lot of deep diving into more of the ARG Minecraft, I guess is what they call it, and see what happens from there. But yeah, no. Honestly, from like describing and telling things of how everything was going, and even admitting that there was parts that not fully understanding certain bits, and like the glowstone thing, right? Like even I'm still questioning like what was that glowstone whole bit thing and everything, right? What was happening with that? I really thought it was gonna be like Angelo was like anytime there was something invisible moving, it was actually the real Angelo just stuck in another world kind of idea and was moving around. So, but I guess not. I guess that might have not been the case fully. So there is still questions as to what the heck was going on, but either way, I think story solved. I still don't really know what happened at the end there. I feel like I don't know what really happened at the end there, but got it. Cool, great. Entity 100% dealt with. I'm curious what that Entity 303 is. I have never heard of that one before. Ever. I am surprised. Lord mentioned it earlier in stream, and I saw it, I was like, what the heck is that? And then it was shown here, and I was like, what the heck is that? So, I don't know what that is. I'm trying to resist wanting to do more Minecraft things and try to do a little other stuff. It's just not Minecraft channel. But I can't resist. What is Entity 303? What is the whole thing with that one? What is it? Is there a place at the end there? That's what I think was happening too. That it actually turned out that that was Simon. Not Simon. And that this thing knew how to play their decoding. Because it even pointed out that like, hey, you messed up a little bit on the word there, but I got you kind of thing. So, I don't know. He's gonna make us play Minecraft next. No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do everything possible Minecraft, but never actually play the game. We'll never touch the game, but we'll do everything else Minecraft. Duty 3030. I have never heard about that one. No, hold on. Entity 303 Minecraft. It's a popular urban legend. Never knew it. A character often called the new Herobrine. Okay, well, I don't want to do too much of deep dive. Maybe I'll try to see if I can find something that does a deep dive for me, or we'll do our own deep dive going through it on stream. But anyways, that great. You can tell that I really don't do full research for these things. When I try to do it, just experiencing it on stream, I had no idea there was 2 videos. I had no idea. I really thought they were 2 separate things, and I saw the other one, and I was like, oh, cool. It's great, though. It's fine. But anyways, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I have 0 plans completely. I have no idea. I really don't. I'll see what I have for thumbnails, and maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually play Power World tomorrow. I did say about potentially playing that. Maybe I'll finally pick up Mass Effect 3. Maybe I won't play a game, and we'll do the reaction stream to me playing a game. Oh my god, yes, wait, that's genius. We still don't play a game, but I will react to myself playing the game. I think I have a plan for tomorrow, everybody. Anyways, I think I need to find it. I do need to find it. I need to find it. And yourself a meow mare? What is a meow mare? Will she still slip through the stream schedules? Maybe it'll be a stream of just me sleeping. Or maybe it won't even be me. What about that? Could be Fatum. Could be a no instead. You know? You guys seem to like her with me. No, I'm kidding. Anyways. Sword that shoots rainbow cats. Why would I want to have to lift a finger, though? I can just have my pals do that for me, you know? Can I just throw balls at everything? Anyways, I think of those so recently here. And thank you, everybody, for watching this wonderful story that we definitely 100% know exactly everything that happens and not confused at all. To getting a lavender? What's wrong with a lavender? What is that? You want? Maybe I don't want to know. Anyways, like I said, thank you to those so recently here. Thank you to Jinx for being here. Thank you to Shar. Thank you to Limited. Thank you to Lord. And that's actually as far back as I can see. Thank you to those who appeared the year before. And thank you to any lurkers. And thank you to my mods as well. Thank you. And thank you to those who help support the channel. Being part of the membership for Gold Roach. Thank you guys so much for helping support. Means a lot. It helps a lot too. And hey! I actually have that post up. That post is up that you guys can recommend a game that we could play together later on this month. It's up. It's there. It hasn't populated on this chat, and I have a feeling I know why it hasn't populated on this chat, but I see it. Yeah, it skipped over that one. YouTube was doing its protection of... But anyways, well, my voice, what happened? I have so much saliva. I think that's what happened. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to those who are part of the Believer and Believers Years. Bleh. Thank you to those that are part of the... No. Believer and Believers Years. There's a post up. That's what I'm trying to say. Go check that out if you want to go recommend what games to be later on in this poll. I'm probably gonna have it for a little bit the rest of this week. Maybe not completely. Maybe on the weekend I'll put on the poll actually, so you guys have time to do that for August. But yes. But thank you to those part of the tier 3 membership. Herbalives being Rave, Thanos Master, and EH. Thank you guys so very much for your help and support. Thank you, thank you. Great. Seems to be a constant for you. What's a constant for me? What? What? Huh? Ooh, coffee. I forgot I had you. Delicious. Saliva. Oh, right. I was talking about that, wasn't I? Anyways, I don't know why. I do produce a ton of saliva. Just salivate. I don't have coffee. I just start salivating and just anything at all. So I have to keep drinking coffee, because if not, I just start salivating, and who knows? I might devour the nearest thing next to me. Would that be too bad? Anyways, I say 3 seconds ago. Look, my mind is too far ahead, okay? It's already thinking about... What was it thinking about? Anyways, bye-bye! See you tomorrow!